Well, there were three of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
She was the villain. She was the third person in the marriage. She needed to rehabilitate her image.
You and your brother both directly asked your dad not to marry Camilla.
Yes.
Why?
We didn't think it was necessary. We thought that it was going to cause more harm than good.
The truth is finally out, and it is far more sinister than any royal fan could have ever imagined. For decades, the world believed that the end of Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles' marriage was simply a case of two people drifting apart. But now, a bombshell revelation from Andrew himself has shattered that facade. He has exposed a betrayal so deep it threatens the very foundation of the British monarchy. This wasn't just a messy affair. It was a cold, calculated plot. Andrew Parker Bowles has revealed that their divorce was not an organic end to a failing marriage, but a strategically planned maneuver. It was a deal made in the shadows to clear a path for Camilla to move closer to Charles without the public outcry that would follow a scandalous affair. They treated their marriage like a game of chess, with the crown as the ultimate prize. Imagine the level of deception required to maintain such a lie for over 30 years. While the world watched the tragic breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage, a separate, more calculated script was being followed behind the palace walls. This revelation rewrites history. It paints Camilla not just as a third person in marriage, but as a lead architect in a plan to infiltrate the heart of the monarchy. The shockwaves are hitting the palace like a wrecking ball. People are asking, was it ever about love, or was it always about power and a carefully constructed image? The integrity of the crown is now under fire. If the most personal relationships of the king and queen were built on orchestrated breakups and secret deals, what else is the public being lied to about? This isn't just old gossip. It's a challenge to the moral authority of the king. The narrative of duty and perseverance that the palace has worked so hard to build around Charles and Camilla is crumbling, revealing a reality filled with manipulation and strategic betrayal. The ghost of Princess Diana has never truly left the palace, and with these new revelations, her warnings feel more prophetic than ever. Diana once famously said there were three people in her marriage, but it turns out the crowd was even larger and the plot much deeper. The realization that Camilla's path to the throne was paved with planned divorces reopens the wounds of the 1990s. It makes the public rethink the entire tragedy of the people's princess. Was Diana simply a pawn in a larger game to modernize the monarchy through scandal? While the palace tries to paint a picture of a happy, settled king and queen, the public's memory is long. To many, Camilla remains a woman who disrupted a fairy tale, and now she is seen as someone who manipulated her way to the top. But the scandals don't stop at betrayal. The monarchy is now facing a new storm. Financial allegations that are shaking the public's trust to its core. Reports are surfacing about the misuse of royal funds for personal luxuries and private gain. In an era where the public demands transparency, the idea of the royals treating taxpayer money like a personal piggy bank is explosive. These allegations of borderline corruption involve questionable business dealings and ties to political donors that have no place in a modern constitutional monarchy. It's a toxic mix, a history of personal deception combined with current financial secrecy. The church, which has long acted as the moral guardian of the crown, is also under scrutiny. Is the institution helping to hide these dirty secrets? The connection between the crown and the church is being tested like never before. As Prince William attempts to usher in a new era of openness, he is being dragged down by the heavy, scandalous anchor of his father's past and the current financial clouds hanging over the family. The dream of a relatable monarchy is dying under the weight of these revelations. Prince William stands at a crossroads, and the fate of the British monarchy hangs in the balance. At 42 years old, the Prince of Wales is facing a monumental challenge: how to lead an institution that is drowning in the mistakes of its past. He has spent years trying to build an image of transparency and modern values. But every time he takes a step forward, a new revelation about Charles and Camilla pulls him back. The public is no longer offering blind loyalty. They want answers. They want accountability, and they want the truth. Can William truly modernize the monarchy while defending a king whose reign is shadowed by claims of orchestrated betrayals? The pressure is mounting for William to confront his father and address the damage being done to the royal brand. If the monarchy cannot get its house in order, its survival in the 21st century is in serious doubt. The younger generation, in particular, has little patience for secret deals and misused funds. They see a car that looks shiny on the outside but has a history of breakdowns on the inside. Every uncovered lie and every hidden betrayal chips away at the crown's credibility until there is nothing left but a hollow shell of tradition. The question of the king's fate is now a topic of public debate. Will the weight of these scandals force a change? Will William be forced to take the throne sooner than expected to save the institution from total collapse? The world is watching, and the days of royal secrets being kept behind closed doors are over. Transparency is the only path to survival. But for a family built on illusions, the truth might be their ultimate downfall. As we watch this drama unfold, one thing is certain. The British royal family will never be the same again. The silence is broken, and the consequences will be felt for generations to come.